Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Admin Show, Week 39 edition. It is just two of us
39
tonight.
of these. That's crazy.
Well, it's not 39 admin shows. It's
No, that's true.
39. We've skipped a few. In fact, we've skipped the last couple of weeks. So this is the first time we've been here since the pre-Whistler edition of the Admin Show. So we have not actually had a show for about 3 weeks. Yeah. So anyway,
Nothing's happened. Nothing new to talk about.
nothing to talk about. It's just two of us tonight. It's Scott and Jeff just flying, not solo. We're flying duo, I guess, and we weren't even sure we were going to make it tonight. So there's nothing exactly planned, but we have some survey results we can talk about. Scott and I can debate those things. And get some opinions from you guys, and then we didn't really have a course picked out.
There
But
we go.
you all right?
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
So I just sent you the invite. Yeah. So So I don't know. I gotta get into Twitch here so I can get the chat up because if you're already chatting at me, I'm sorry. I'm way behind here. So anyway, short story long. Tim is not able to be here tonight because he's at an airport, but he did request that we play a course called Doubtful Island. So we're going to give that a go. He wants to see us battle that course. He's curious how we're going to do. So that's what the plan is, unless we deviate from the plan. All right. So I am all set up here. Let me go ahead and see you're in the party. So let's go ahead and create a match. And I guess we could do match play.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, if you want to do skins, we'll see the full course.
Yeah, skins is fine. Change course.
There we go. We got some people chatting now.
Hey,
Texan.
what's going on, guys? Texan and Matt, Dumpster Fire Matt, he's in the house. Doubtful Island by TGC member. Anybody know anything about this course? I haven't had a chance to look it up, but it was a recommendation from Tim. So
I'm pretty sure it's Griffin Ray's course.
I mean, I would imagine, but
I don't know anything about the actual course either.
All right, we're good to go. Then 7,559 yards. So it's not a short one. It's definitely not a short course. I'm going with medium winds and fast greens.
Wow, excellent.
And we will play from the big boy tees.
I've missed 3 cuts in a row, so you have a prime opportunity to take all my money.
Nice. All right. Yeah, I've been playing pretty well. I had a 11th place finish. Would have been top 10 if I hadn't birdied the 18th on round 4 last week. And this week I had a chance to be in the lead and then hit a triple bogey on 16 in round 2, but I'm still like top 15. So got a pretty good couple of weeks going on my web rounds.
Nice. You got how many promotion marks you got then?
I have none.
You got a couple?
No, I have none.
Oh.
Yeah, I have none at all. I may get one this week, but
just make those easier to get.
You have to get top 10, so that's really not easy. So yeah. So we do.
Talk to that guy in charge of that.
Yeah. Problem is I think like before Whistler, like the tournament before Whistler, maybe I finished like 123rd, so I got a demotion mark. Yeah, it was a terrible tournament, and then I came back and was like 11th. So this is the CC.
Yeah, I think I had two promo marks at one point, but I have now lost all of them. Thought I was on my way to the PGA, and now I'm closer to Webb than that. What's up, Cappy?
A little short.
All right, let's see what I'm up against here.
So I wanted to pull up the. Let's see if I can find the swollen sea cow in the house.
Oh,
Uh,
whatever.
oh, let's
How does that
see.
not stop?
I wanted to
Unbelievable.
try and pull up the survey results.
Oh, how many we got now? It looked last 24 hours.
So I have not. Make this putt and then I'll finish looking. Oh, a dove.
Oh, good thing. I need that.
We have 957 responses, which is actually I'm impressed by that, considering
50% of the active user base, really.
yeah, really it
Close,
is. I mean,
close to.
it's a good
I
good
know
number.
there's a few inactives in there because I added that to the options after I thought
Thank you, Cappy. Appreciate that.
after we emailed that out. So there's a few inactive or people have left that have answered it, but it's good to hear what they have to say too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Cappy, I played well. I really upset with the back nine, at least like the last three holes of round two. But other than that, I was really happy. I think round one was really good, and I birdied the first seven holes of round two, so I was really hot for a while. Hopefully, I'll get hot and beat Doyley tonight. That would be fun.
You only need to get lukewarm right now to beat me.
How's the volume level? Anybody out there in Twitch land want to tell us how we're doing on the volume? Do I need to turn
Are
Scott up
you
at all, or
are you playing on pro clubs or you just hit two woods?
I'm not
I
on
feel like
pro
I'm out
clubs.
driving you by an awful long time. Why am I way up there and you're way back here? Are you laying up on purpose?
I don't know. I may have hit two wood. I really didn't pay
Oh.
attention.
I did that
But
in the other hole where it looked like you had a full wedge and I hit like a 68-yard pitch.
I hope I'm not on pro clubs. Maybe seems
I don't think you
odd.
should be. I know they've defaulted to two woods a couple times, so if you didn't change it, you might have. Or if you played this course before and this is all planned.
No, no plan.
Pre
Just trying to do 10 things at
scouted.
once. So yeah.
You don't want to do 10 things. Oh, yeah, because this is a terrible yardage to be at.
All right. So lots of blurry screens. Is it so is it lagging? Is that an
Kick
issue?
right.
Is the only problem with this time of night when we do this show and I have to host a stream is I know I have two teenagers who are also playing online games at the same time. So a lot of bandwidth. No lag.
I
Okay.
also have a 10-year-old behind me trying to play Fortnite while whispering, so if he gets excited,
All right. Good
that is
deal.
what you will hear. A loud whisper.
Oh
Ooh,
gosh.
window.
So let's see. I like the I mean the overall response was how happy of how happy people were with the format. I mean there was like less than 5% gave a
Look at this.
negative.
Oh,
Like it was less than
yeah,
7% anyway. Gave a negative review, which is not bad. I mean
yeah.
you're going to get negative reviews because people don't always agree with the way we do things, and that's
We,
understandable.
we're at about 72% that are the last two,
Oh, are
four, or
you
five.
kidding
Very
me?
happy, extremely happy. Love us.
Um, yeah, Stalin. That's right. That's right. Haven't heard from that guy in a
Yeah,
while.
who is unhappy? That's a good question. So this is what I can do while we're doing all this. After I hit this shot, I will find out who are the unhappiest people. Because I can filter all this stuff out.
um, I'm really, really, really surprised. The thing in that survey that's got me most surprised, well, there's two things that really surprised me, was on the question that asked about whether we should force pro club usage across the entire set of tours. I would have never in my life have expected people to be in favor of that, and 51.2% are in favor of making everyone use pro clubs. I find that fascinating.
Well, the funny thing is when you filter it between the responses by pro club users and master club users, it obviously shows that pro club users are way more in favor. But on master club users, they're actually it's not like it's 75-25 pro want it and 25-75 master don't want it. Actually, more on master clubs are willing to go the all pro route, that surprised me for sure. Which is why it tipped it in, I guess, the scales of plus 50%.
Yeah,
I
that's
would have thought that would have been my guess was that was like a 30%, 70% in favor of doing that, 70% no. So yeah, the 50-50 split's kind of interesting.
the other one that I found to be really interesting is um, the the one about what was it? What was? Hold
The
on a
green
second. The
speeds, the
green
same
speeds.
or
Yeah.
variation, was that
Uh,
one?
yeah, that one. 38.3% want the same green speeds for all 4 rounds. That's like 4 out of 10 people. What?
Yeah, that seems interesting when the option for a little bit of variety seems to be such an obvious answer to me. So
I'm like, I mean, I would have expected that question to be like 95-5. Like that one just is, it's boggling to me. It's boggling to me that 38.3% of people have said, yeah, give me the same green speeds.
yeah.
Actually, I'm not even sure why we put that question in there because that's not something we're ever going to consider. So I think it was more out of interest, I guess.
Well, I put it in there just because I was kind of watching our schedulers and I saw it happening. I was wondering if I should go in and say mandate it that they can't be that, or if that was. So I was like, what if there's an actual thing for that? It turns out, I guess there's more of it than I thought, where people were not liking the. I guess I don't know if it's drastic changes or any change at all, but I was just curious to think that. Anything I had a question about is if it made sense to put it in there. I just threw a whole bunch of them in there to see what kind of the vibe was for the whole tours.
It was not a single person, I don't think. At least it doesn't show up in the pie chart. If
No,
that's the case, not a single person picked very slow as their
yeah,
favorite.
zero. 18 picked slow.
Yeah,
Zero picked very slow.
very slow is a completely worthless setting in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that shows that HB should make slow the very slow setting, which then we can complain about as being too slow.
there he is. Here's Griffin. Yeah, we're having fun. Just getting started.
Yep. Yeah. Just trying to win some money. This next tournament, we're going to do 101, 187, 101, 187. Just crush them. I think you did it again.
No, I didn't. I hit driver.
Are you sure? Because my driver just landed 30 yards past your driver.
I don't know why that is, because your driver and my driver both said carry distance of 285. So I know I'm playing with Masters clubs. I actually checked that before I hit it that time. I don't know why you're able to outdrive me by 20 yards. It just seems
That
bizarre.
was just perfect too. Looking on your stream, I'm seeing the same wind too. So
I don't
just
understand. I don't know.
just like Whistler.
A little short.
Ooh, that could be nice. Ooh,
Look at that. All right, well, guess I'll just make this putt.
better make that one.
It's not an easy one. Nope, I missed it. Tell right away. So 78.9% of respondents have never watched what's going on or don't watch what's going on. And 39 respondents replied, "What's Twitch?" Okay.
You know what it is? I know what it is. I forgot to put the back tees. I'm on the front tees. I just saw it on the screen there.
Well, no wonder you're winning.
It's no wonder I'm hitting 70 yards further than you.
What a moron.
This isn't very fair, is it?
No, it's not, but that's okay. Whatever.
You're used to this shenanigans when you match play me. If you can't reach this and I have like an 8-iron in, this would be pretty funny. Alright, I'm gonna hit no drivers from here on out. Hopefully bounce it out a bit.
So there were some comments that I wanted to talk about too, but there's so many, it's so hard to find. So, like one of the comments of things we could do better. One of them was more transparency on how some calculations are done. I don't know which ones you're talking about, and I really don't know like which
Oh yeah, I just saw
calculations you
that.
have. Like other than WGR, like what calculation do we have that's actually hidden? Like I don't understand like what they're talking about there. And if you have a PhD in rocket science and you like want to try and understand the WGR formula, it's not that we don't want to explain it. It's that really, honestly, I couldn't explain it. We'd have to get our resident PhD in rocket science who came up with the formula to explain it because I don't know.
Yeah, it's impossible to explain. And then obviously there's a more than a few comments that are basically game fixes, as if we made the game as well.
Yeah, those I can't do anything about that.
People, if you're watching, we did not make this game.
Yeah, I thought about that, Texan, but I'm like, you know, I think we're pretty transparent about how it works in terms of the API. I mean, it's all based on the swing accuracy value that we get in the game, primarily, and it's all based on, your deviation against the field. I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. I don't know how else I could explain it. I don't want to get as specific as to say well, if you hit this percentage of accuracy values here, then you'll pass. And it's not like that anyway. But can't give away the farm on that exactly. Although even if we did, I'm not sure it would matter.
I like how your mic cuts in and out sometimes, and like you probably said the most amazing API answer and had all the details, but half the people probably missed it.
Oh, did it cut
Yeah,
out?
yeah, it cuts in and out every once in a while, but it makes it sound like you're saying the amazing stuff, and
Uh,
then people are like, and then it comes back in, it's like, oh, we missed it.
I'm,
It's in there
I'm
somewhere.
really just ordering a hamburger. Yeah.
You're like, you come back from it, you're like, and that's why I will only ever say this once. You got it. You're like, no. All right.
Oh yeah, the number of people that think we made the game. I mean, it's sometimes, based on the tickets that we get and whatnot, I sometimes feel like it's the majority of our user base. It happens all the time. Constantly having to explain that.
I don't have a 3-wood, Cappy. I only have a 2-wood. But I was definitely shorter than that time, so I feel better. Now that I got a 400 goal lead or $400 lead. Matt heard him just fine the whole time. Interesting. Okay. Maybe you just cut out on my end and
Yeah.
it goes to air okay. Because you would actually, your stream would probably be before it went to Discord, right? So your audio probably goes in there fine. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think the stream is delayed, so.
But like, I mean, your audio from your computer goes straight to your OBS before it ever goes to
Oh
Discord, so it
yeah,
probably
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
break up. Whereas
It
on Discord, it's breaking up.
right, yeah,
So I'm not hearing it. So as long as everyone else hears what you're saying, that's fine.
right, correct. Yeah, you're correct.
I get what's going on. Makes sense now. So I miss all the good stuff. Uh-oh, that might be off the green if it doesn't stop. Ooh.
The other one I loved. So we got a comment. One of the comments we got was we should ban grandstands because the game can't handle it. But then we also got comments that
Put in
we need to
rain,
put rain in.
which
Like,
kills
yeah,
kills
which
FPS.
I'm like,
It's
well,
proven to knock your FPS down 20 at least.
yeah, can't please everybody there.
Try. Can't win for trying.
Boom.
I had one. Yes, please make the season shorter. Maybe just 12 or 16 weeks. Anyone got thoughts on that one? Football side seasons.
I always thought that would be a fun format, but not the format that we set out to create. I do think it would be fun to do that, like have short sprint seasons with maybe smaller groups of people, and then you move up and down, like almost
Yeah.
like you stay in your level for one whole season, then you move up like promotion and relegation in football.
Yeah.
Um, that would be awesome. I would love to do that, but that's not our format.
No.
That's a different format, and it would be great to do it. I'd like I say, maybe someday, but
Almost like you do like a 2-month event, eight events or whatever it is, and then
yeah,
reset.
I
Yeah, I can see
love
that
that
being fun.
idea. I think it would be great. You're fighting for promotion. You're fighting for relegation. Every week it matters. It would be a blast. I would love it. I
Maybe
definitely
two
would.
weeks or maybe 2 months worth of playing with people, the same people over and over. So you have like rivalries
Yep.
and
And it would
reset
be,
and go again.
I think it would be smaller fields. You'd need like a bunch of levels. And
I almost think that would be better than a ladder system.
yeah, I agree with you actually. Ladder is fun, but I
Yeah,
think it would be
it's more
fun to
one-on-one ladder.
do like the little sprint seasons with promotion and relegation. I've always thought that would be a lot of fun.
Need another tour.
New forums, new trophies. Yeah.
Twice as many support tickets. What's you on the main tours? The sprint tour? All of them. Oh, that's going. Oh, I thought it
No,
was
it
going in.
didn't turn enough.
It looked like it was going in.
Thought I had it. Yeah, that's true, Cappy. All right, so somebody comments, maybe allow a player to skip a tournament or two a season without demotion marks. You can skip all the tournaments you want and not get demotion marks. I'm sure whoever
I think
said
what they did was probably
start and
start
then
the
yeah,
tournament and then didn't finish thinking that that was okay. I know we have some guys that have been they'll miss the cut and then they'll come in and play like the first round or two like on the
that,
weekend just to see the
yeah,
and that the system will still give you the 2 strikes because it's automated. We don't have it coded to ignore that stuff.
yeah. That's a
So that one's a
bug
little bit of
code
a
that I've
gray.
got in a system for Tim
Yeah.
whenever he gets
So
to it.
we
But
usually try to manually fix those ones when we can. I don't think this is going to get there. Need some help. Oh, so close. Slow down the greens.
no,
That's a good
Matt,
suggestion.
we cannot. We cannot. If we could bottle it and sell it, we'd have it in spades, though. We wouldn't need any more donations. That's for sure.
The CC event titles are a joke in terms of seriousness.
Yeah,
I mean, the Pillsbury Doughboy Open. That's pretty funny.
they are meant to not be serious. I mean, that's kind of the point.
Yeah, that's why the community submitted them. Oh, that's a nice shot.
The other one I want to address, and again, I mean, the viewers probably are not anywhere near the people who are making these comments, but there were several of them, you know, that that were complaining about the really 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 low scores, the minus 50s and 60s, the scores, and some of those same people also complained about the conditions being too difficult, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, what do you want us to do to make the scores not? I mean, if you don't want conditions to be, you want conditions to be easier. What are we supposed to
Oh,
do to bring the
this is
scores down?
the same person's complaining, or
Yeah, I
is this
mean,
two different people?
yeah, no, this is the same person. I read that in one of the comments. But
Oh,
then on the other side of that, um, I've battled this in Reddit, and I see it in these comments. People think that you can't shoot those really low scores without cheating, and so there were several people, there were a couple times in the comments people would say, get rid of the cheaters, and I can't do anything about the people that cheat and play in the society, but those people aren't having their scores posted to the website. You know, that's the best we can do. Apart from that, I can't control whether, somebody straight shoots their way to some ridiculous score in the society. And, I see that all the time and people complain about that. And I'm like, there's nothing we can do about that. But just because you see people shooting low scores doesn't mean they're cheating. I mean, there's very capable golfers who have been playing video game golf for some of us for 20 plus years. And just because you can't do it doesn't mean they're cheating. But I see it all the time. Like
yeah.
people in Reddit all the time are like, "There's no way people can shoot that low." And I'm like, "Well, what? I can't take TGC tours seriously until they get rid of the cheaters. Well, who do you think's cheating? You tell me who do you think's cheating, and I'd be glad to go after them because I can't stand cheaters either. But I mean, nobody spends more time trying to find the cheaters every week than I do. I I have to say, like right now, it's the best it's been all year. I mean, in terms of like, even the short swingers are coming around, and we don't have those guys really doing it anymore because they know they're going to get flagged sometimes, and like it's just I don't know. it's a frustration that you really can't do anything about. But
Well, I just had a bad Euro tournament, missed the cut, shot 17 under, which would put me at 34 under on a bad tournament. So, you know, I don't know what to say. If I had a good tournament, I would have shot 50 under, and I guarantee you that I am as far from a good player in this game these days. And if I can get to 50 on a good day, anyone can.
I will say,
As you
like
can tell by that putt.
there were like a ton of comments that were really, really like nice. You know, like thank you for the awesome work. You guys do a great job. You know, we love the tours. Don't stop. Thank you for all your hard work. I mean, there was a ton of those. Have a blast. Really enjoy the competition. Ton of those comments. So I don't want anybody watching to think like we got lots of hate mail in the survey. We didn't. It was good. It was mostly good.
No,
I was even impressed because the one comment that mentioned the three admins by name actually included me, which was that was refreshing.
nice.
Yeah, that was refreshing.
Were you first, second, or third
No,
mention?
I was last, but I mean that's still like
Oh,
that's still a
that's
major
better than
improvement.
not being
Yeah,
mentioned.
exactly. Major improvement. So
I should have put that question on there. Name the three admin.
there was
See how many could
one
come up with it.
comment, Matt. I wasn't sure whether it was you or Andre, but it said obviously the dumpster fire is really the flagship show. Uh, not sure. Was that you or Andre, Matt? You know?
Who's Jeff?
Yeah. Oh, that was a bad swing.
That's what I need.
Get a
Oh, look at this thing.
get a good kick.
It's a
Oh,
bowl. Thought I was gonna come back for you.
that was you. Okay, that made me laugh. I thought it was funny.
Go in the hole.
That's a great shot.
Ooh,
Oh my.
it was trying. Right idea. You will never forbid me from putting off the
It's not so long when you're playing from the front tees like Mr. Doyley.
green.
That makes
Everything's a par three.
a little shorter.
They're all par threes. I shouldn't have said anything. I wanted to see how long it took you to notice.
It's a heck of a trick. I was like, I don't
That'd be funny.
understand why
Do
he's
that.
not driving me by 30 yards.
I don't know. You're like, yeah, I saw you hit driver. How? How am I so much further than you? Need a bounce. Tried. Yeah, once I got to Euro, the tees were too far. That's why I can't play golf anymore. I put more. The only time I put front tees in Euro, I wasn't even on that tour. Should do that again. That went over well. Same pins and front tees.
Yeah, everybody loved that.
How to win over your customers. Oh, that's in the hole.
No,
Oh,
dang it. just missing these.
Failed flick swing there. TGC, what's going on has been amazing all season. Well done to the lads that put all the time and effort into running a weekly show. Stuff like that, we got to make sure those guys see
Yeah.
that they've been appreciated for what they do. Run out ball. Can't express enough.
Oh.
Better ball, better ball mechanics. That one's out of our jurisdiction.
Yeah. There are a few of those. There was one that said they wanted to be able to see the opponent's swing line when playing head-to-head or following ghosts. Yeah, it's a good suggestion. Uh-oh. This is what I did in the... Oh, it stayed. That's
Oh,
what I did in my tournament today. The one where I triple bogeyed. I did that twice. Watched it come down to my feet.
there's the break on this putt. This at the end.
Oh, come on, putt. Man, getting killed here.
You got one thing that says change mouse rule. You have any idea what that might be?
I don't know what that is.
You don't
They're
really have a mouse rule
they're
other than,
oddly non-specific.
yeah, interesting. Okay. I thought maybe I was missing it. A long hole too, wouldn't it? I like this one. Love your work. You guys and gals make this golf game 100 times better. Seriously, at least 10 times. Seriously, at least 10 times. But if he's just joking, it's 100 times better. Tim's sitting in an airport trying to troll the people. Come on, Tim. Tell Tim we're bringing in the Sprint Cup instead of his ladders. That's what happens when he doesn't show up to the admin show. We're off to the races. One says, try Stableford, score once, twice a season. I don't believe that's an option for us, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's I don't think that's available in the societies, right?
I don't think so, no.
But it would really probably screw
Us up
us up
massively
coding wise, yeah.
for one tournament. It's going to go down the hill, isn't it? That was a very ugly swing plane. My best effort. So this one I've seen a couple times. So let's see if we can figure this one out, if we can enforce or not. Being over 70, I would like to see an over 65 seniors challenge circuit.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Is there any way to enforce age in this game to make sure that none of you young whippersnappers are not putting on the old gray wigs, pretending to be 75 just to?
I mean, there's really no way to do it. Even if you collected driver's licenses, it still wouldn't matter. You could get your grandfather's driver's license and
Yeah,
send
it's
it
that.
that. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I don't really think there's a way to enforce by age. Now that's something that if you got a bunch of guys in the forums and you guys are all buddy, start a society, but and then the onus would be on them to enforce the age rule. Sure, we could pull that off. Did I put it over far enough left? I did.
I wonder how many people we actually have
What?
that would be eligible for the over 65 league. But it's
Whatever
not
game.
that many. I know we have some. They might forget to play every week. Yeah.
Take my money. More RCRs on tour. That's a. I should have put that question on there. Forgot about that one. I bet you that's another 50-50 split. Prefer RCR or a user generated course or fictional? I guess it depends on the RCR, but what about an HB official course? We've had a couple options to do. TPC Summerlin or some random course from one of the better designers in the game. All things we discuss in the background. Looks good. Take out my pitch and wedge.
Died on me.
Rolling. Both of them at the same time. Doubtful knows where the tree menu is. That's progress. Turn.
Not turning.
Didn't turn at all, did it?
Nope.
Griffin found out the way to make ghost brakes work. Looks like it. Whoa! I almost missed that. As I was cursing his greens. Look at that T block right at the front of the water. Oh, I might be able to drive this with a 2-wood. Go, little ball. Can you drive that from where you are? Well, you probably could.
Yeah, probably can. Might not be anywhere near the hole, but I could probably do it.
Oh, it's leaking a little, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And I get to do it again.
As Griffin cackles in the background. It's planned.
was just a little bit
Execute.
of a push on my part.
Little pushy.
That's a
Little
pull.
pulley.
It's a
Oh, plug.
fast pull right into the bunker.
Good luck with that lie. Well, that's pretty good.
It's gonna roll forever though.
But it's going to roll, yeah.
Ooh, way overread that one. I like this. This was one of my favorite ones too. This
Oh,
comment.
man. Missed that. What's
Yeah,
that?
I haven't played your event since the switch to the Golf Club 2019. I still play the game, but I found the requalifying part a drag, so I didn't do it. You may have altered how this works, but if we got an email that says go play such a course 4 times in the next week, and you're back in, then I'd reckon I'd do it.
Do I have to send him an email? Because that's
Yeah, I mean, it's been that way since the beginning, but whatever. I mean, we could send you an email if that's
well,
what it takes.
since the beginning of this game. Yeah, we used
Yes.
to do the 6 rounds and when he probably
I
played.
don't think we've done the 6 rounds since the first TT.
Oh, that's right. So yeah,
Yeah,
he would have
since the
got it
first one.
TGC too.
I think we did
I don't know.
we did 2 courses, right? This time. It
Yeah,
was 8 rounds
yeah,
total.
for the first one, but for everyone since
Everyone
it's been
since it's
just
been
4.
just 4, yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting tee. Let's see. Or an interesting pin. Oh, I pulled that. That's trouble.
One guy says video
Ooh.
golf is not exciting enough to keep me interested. No fault of TGC tours.
Well, at least
Okay.
he took the time to fill out
Yeah,
the
thanks for filling out the survey, guy.
survey.
That was really over and above. He likes surveys. Not so much a fan of the video game golf, but he likes surveys. Oh, fast. This is going to be a fast one.
Get the systems to play evenly. Unfair advantage for PlayStation players. Not our jurisdiction. Again, fortunately. I would love to be able to fix that problem. Look at this lie. What do you think? Full swing? Actually, if I do a full swing and it goes super far, I'm just going to throw it up on this hill.
I don't understand this comment either.
That was a full swing. 3 yards.
This comment was in just the general final comments, so I don't know what it applies to specifically, but it says, and I quote, rather let us watch Twitch videos on demand. What does that mean?
Rather than just watch Twitch videos on demand. I do not know.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, I'm going to read you 2 answers, and one of them I'm going to guess is Irving. You guess which one. More cowbell or doily sucks.
Yeah, it's not
I think I found
swollen
Irving's.
cowbell.
Swollen cowbell. All right. Well, that was fun in an unfair type of way.
I was pretty terrible though.
Well, not to knock you, but you didn't really have the advantage there. I kind of shaved that course down by about 1,000. 1,200 yards.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play well enough to beat you anyway.
At my finest.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
You,
good for one more if you want another one.
you want to do the mini golf course?
Yeah,
Be
let's do
quick
it.
and fun.
I
What's
haven't played it.
what's Eric with the new one? What's it called? I forget.
I don't know.
It's like Little something Manor, Little Putt Manor or something. Somebody tell me what the name of that course was.
Let's see, is it in the completed?
I think it was like Little Putt Manor. Yeah, Little Putt Manor. There we go. Thank you, Dan.
Little lag manner. Poor Eric.
All right. Um, should we do skins on this one too? I guess so. Might as
Yeah,
well.
might as well. Try to tee off on the same tees.
All right, we'll keep it the same. Fast. There's only one set of tees, so we can't go wrong.
Oh, good.
Very nice. Quiet, Griffin. You didn't need to tell him that. I knew that. I didn't say it. I was letting
I
him
don't feel
think it
so
was.
bad.
I was letting him think it was 1,200 yards because I wanted the guilt to mount.
I don't feel bad at all now for crushing you.
This is a fairly straightforward little hole here. Start you
This
off
is
with an
pretty
easy
cool.
one. I love that you have to putt off a tee. It's kind of a little unfair for whoever gets the
Off the
second
wall, coming
sec,
back.
second putt. Get a good read.
Why is that?
Whoever putts first gives the read to the guy who putts second off a tee.
Oh, that's right. Now you can keep that first putt so I get the reads. Regulation size cup or what?
Oh, good.
Gee, that's pretty good flyover.
Sorry. Just trying to read survey comments.
Survey says.
So this one's giving us a. I gotta say, there's no. Are we playing nothing but putter? Is that the rule? It's not a chip and putt course, right? So
No, it's only putter.
putter only. Get my angle right here. Well, not terrible, but not great.
Where's my putter? Come back.
I guess for me, I'm just beyond the point of caring whether the scores are realistic to real life or not. Like, I don't think it's ever going to get there in a game that would be fun to play.
I don't think that's a thing we are even concerned about, to be honest with you. Like, I always see that brought up on people streaming when they're saying that conditions are so
What
tough because they want to keep scores down, but
is that?
conditions are tough because you're good players and you want to be challenged. It has nothing to do with the scoring. Oh man. Slideshow. if you're in a game and you are in the top, 200, 300 players out of 2,000, you're going to get tougher conditions. It just means you're good.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
no
just
way
saying, like,
around it.
I
You're
mean,
not
there
going
were
to
several
always get
comments.
tough.
There's lots of comments, or several comments anyway, about scores being unrealistic, and I'm like, I don't care that
Uh-huh.
they're unrealistic. I really don't. Like, that's not something that. Would I love to have realistic scores? Sure, that would be fun. But it's just to get that in a video game would make the video game
It's
so unenjoyable that no one would want to play
I,
it.
I don't know. I don't know if it'd be unenjoyable. I just think it's unenjoyable because someone's getting those scores. But if the best players were only shooting 20 under in a tournament and I was shooting 2 or 3 under, I think I'd still have, fun playing realistic golf scores. But if I'm shooting 2 or 3 under and this winning score is 65 under, like obviously you're like, okay, I obviously suck at this game. I'm missing something. And the way to get the scores down is if you just got to compare what the stats are to the pro players, maybe it's fairways, regulation, maybe it's putts per green. Like I was looking at a stat last week, some guy, I think it was Brooks Koepka, was making 20% of 15 footers, where I guarantee you in this game it's got to be somewhere north of 60% people making 15 footers. So, ooh, that was in. There's ways to you'll never get it down to on par realistic scoring, I don't think.
No,
But there's
but I mean that's the
there's
thing. Like,
room for improvement, I
if you
still
look
think.
at the real world, like if you look at the real world of golf, the percentage of people who can shoot at or near par is so minimal compared to the percentage of people that shoot over 100
People
every
play.
round. Like if
Yeah.
you had a pie chart, the percentage of people that shoot over 100 every round would be like, most of the chart, whereas the percentage of people that shoot par or better would be such a slim thing, in the golfing population.
Yeah.
Whereas here,
Which was
the
the
percentage of people that shoot over 100 is so small.
that was the genesis of the world tour. I was thinking like that.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's not, the scale is similar. It's just way skewed to one side versus the other.
Yeah.
Like, of all the people who've ever played this game, the people that we have playing our tours week in and week out are the best players in the world because they play it more than anybody else does.
But that's where the difficulties, now that they're admitting that these things are difficulty levels, can make the difference. Because you basically want to sell a golf game to anybody and have them be able to,
Oh,
oh, that was in, at least get to par or break par. So that means like even the guys that shoot 100 normally should be able to, you know, get around at a fairly easy pace, but you can also make it difficult too, so that the best players get around, go in. Oh,
man, it looks good to me.
so it's just how hardcore are they willing to go on our hardest level? Like, you play those video games and they have like the insane level, which is basically no one should even look at unless you are just wanting to enjoy 3 seconds of fun. But there's, it's like their green speeds, they're slow. It's like so slow. Their fast is not very fast. You just gotta crank them up.
This is like this is a very interesting hole. I like this one.
This is the first time we've had some obstacles.
Yeah. Wait a minute. It's downhill.
Plinko. Blink.
Oh,
I
interesting.
feel like we need very fast greens on this course so the ball rolls.
Yeah, I mean, I have just a fast on there, so very fast would make it a little more
I wonder what the
challenging.
default is.
I don't know.
Let's just go up here. Get through. Oh, rejected by that Planko.
The default is 187.
Oh boy. Okay, we're going up the hill, boys. We're getting there this way.
Should have had that on. Oh, look at this.
I was like, don't tell me you got a clear putt. Do
That's
not.
that is a block and a half.
See how this clipping is with your putter shaft.
I don't have any idea what this is going to do. That's because I'm still in jail. It's a bummer because this one's worth a lot of.
That might actually be your. You might be able to make that break work there. This should be
Maybe,
interesting.
maybe
I think it breaks enough at the end there.
the break. If I can, yeah. I mean, if I can get it around that
Beast.
first one there.
Yeah, you got to get just on the edge of that first one. Oh, look at this guy.
There we go.
Nice putt.
Oh.
Oh, come on. What is going on with this putter?
That was a gift. Still putting first here.
Taking all the money. Can't putt on slow greens.
I'm gonna go for the old bank shot here.
Is that going to make it up there? Ooh.
Close enough. Yeah, I wish we'd played 187s. This definitely would have been better.
Uh-oh. Squirreling.
Oh, got the squirrel. Very nice.
Dead squirrel.
Ooh.
My goodness. Zero break. Should have won that one.
Well,
Just
here's a
keep
little
giving.
tricky hole here, like this one. Go around the loop.
Make it there? Good. Ooh. Going with pace that time. Didn't even hit a wall.
Oh,
It's gonna smash him.
thought you were gonna
Smash.
get hung up on that rock.
Rock smash. Come on, ball. Well, we got some speed.
All right, got it surrounded.
Ooh, that's well, it's a tricky putt. Might break more than you think. It might not. Dead son.
All righty. Are we only on hole 8?
Yeah.
Wow. Looks like we've been playing this one for a while.
So I'm gonna go through some of the answers for the Would you prefer to be demoted or promoted after 5 or 3 marks? Because I left that one with a blank line where you could fill in your own answer in case you didn't like the 5 or 3. We got some interesting answers there. First
Oh,
one,
that's
good,
bad, bad, bad.
good question. Not sure how I would answer.
We're also not sure how you would answer.
Yeah, that's why we asked it. Uh-oh, I just did the same thing. Oh, I'm
Yeah, you're
shorter.
a little better than me. I've got a terrible angle here.
I have another one that says unsure. Come on, ball. Oh, didn't come back. Couple 4s, which is what I was expecting the majority of the write-ins to be. I would like to stay on the same tour all season. That would be a good candidate for our sprint tour. Our mini season. Might like that idea. I have nowhere to be promoted to. Anyone guess what tour that person might be on? PGA. So we got one that says 5, but marks should be lost in one a little easier. Reducing crazy movement is good, but it could stand a slight tweak back towards the looser end. I don't disagree with that. Which is, but how much further back is the question? Is 3 too far? What do you think, Jeff? 3 too far of a swing?
3 marks?
3 marks instead of 5?
I mean, not with how hard it is to get the marks. I think 3 makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I kind of noticed. And then I saw one guy say 3 marks to go up, 5 to go down, because of how easy it is. Oh, whatever. How did you sneak that under that little bar thing? Literally should have hit that. Oh my goodness. I didn't even watch what you did. Something like this. This looks nothing like your putt. Whatever. 4 middle. I just think it's so hard to get those. Oh, nice view. All I see is a tree trunk. There we go. It's so hard to get promotion marks. So I
Whoa.
thought 3.
What happened? I need to figure out where I'm going here. You better look at this thing.
What is going on?
I lost.
I'm just gonna go wherever you go. I think you go straight through. I just go through the metal grates down the middle.
Yeah, is it down the middle you want to go? I can't
I think
figure out.
so. Doesn't it look like it's just like a big jump? It's my theory. There's only so much they can do here with these things. There you go.
A little more pace would have been good.
Took you 30 weeks to get 5.
Yeah, well, I
We
mean,
did.
I don't know. It's
That was sort of the goal too, but
yeah.
just for
I
some
don't know.
finessing.
So they're just steps. So I think you could have gone down any of them really, but
Yeah.
it's a pretty good one though.
Take that.
Yeah, I was way off on my pace. Way off.
The other thing we were thinking, discussing possibilities, do not go in the hole. Seriously. Uh-oh. Gotta get some money here. I gotta make this putt.
All right.
Was using the fast track system right through to pro tours, just in a kind of a step. You know, it's like a lot on CCZ and it's a little on CCA, and in between it kind of gradually gets more and more.
Yeah, I mean, the
so
only
that you're
thing
constantly pushing the best up,
the only downside to that,
but not a lot.
the only
Like I
downs,
would say by the time you get to CCA, it would be, at max, I would hope it'd be 3 would get fast tracked or 2, like the top 2 or 3. Whereas on CCZ, it would definitely
uh-oh, where's that ball?
be would be a little more like it is now with like the
This
top
look this one could be
20 or 30.
problematic because I think I hit that as hard as I could.
Oh, did you? All right, well, let's test that out.
Might have to go further left.
Oh, I don't think I waited. Yeah, we might be in trouble here. All right, let's chip this next one. Got to use a 7-iron chip.
7-iron chip.
7-iron chip. Whatever this gets you.
I don't even know exactly what this is going to get me.
Dang it. Oh, that's going to work pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, what I was saying was the only thing about the fast track system, while I think it works great, people don't understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it didn't help that we literally
Botched
didn't
it
really.
completely, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't show them until like the last 2 weeks of the season who was getting fast tracked, and
Oh, he finally
so
makes a putt.
there we go.
Put the pressure on me.
But that being said, in the current format of our tours, I think that a blended fast track right up to the pro tours is something that might be beneficial. I find it doesn't work great right now because it just stops at CCD and then all the players get clumped into there. I just find people get too good too fast when they play the game. They jump in, play Q school, don't do very well.
Oh,
Then all of a
that
sudden,
was bad.
people get really good and then they got to work their way up. Takes them a while and they just clean clocks. Like the CC levels were really high quality golf, whereas those guys could easily play on pro tours. A lot of them. Oh, I like this. Sneak in there. Go in the hole. Bounce back. Oh,
Yeah, I kind of
but
blew my shot there.
again, you're still trying to find that balance between moving too much and moving too little. People want promotions. People don't want promotions. Find that happy medium. Yeah.
Oh,
Money.
won some
I
money.
finally got. How much did I get?
You got a lot.
Ooh, 600.
600. Yeah,
I'm not out of this. I gotta win the rest of them. Tie this up. Now I gotta go first. I don't know how to play this game now. Squirrel. Went even further right. I don't know if it's gonna work though. Ooh, bad. Not bad.
Need a little more oomph.
Uh-oh. That started right. I thought it would go a little left. I cannot win anymore. Or actually, I cannot tie anymore. I think HB should allow you to set the amount of skins per hole, assuming that both parties have enough money to cover. If I had $100,000 here, we could play for like 5,000 a hole.
You should also be able to like up the skins mid-round. Like right now, we should be able to be
Yeah,
like,
double back nine or something.
you know, just to keep it interesting.
Yeah.
All right, where's this ball going? It's just got to get it over here, I think, right? And it just does its thing. No,
Oh, jammed.
that was just like boom. That's found the little edge of the block sticking out there, and that was the end of that.
Doink. That's a full putt, too. Couldn't do it. It's a par 5, though. Are you, like, wedged into the corner?
I think I'll be able to get it out.
No, if you go that way, yeah. I think you might have got wedged in there. Oh, you were wedged in there. That came out straight sideways.
Yeah, and not going anywhere either. Keep going, little buddy. Look at it,
What's
just
rolling?
hugging the
Oh, here
wall,
we go.
defying all levels of friction physics.
Whatever. If this goes in, all the putts. Brushed it off the wall. Oh, I got the world's long. Oh, it's coming back at least. Your putt that looked like it was going to be nice and short is now looking really good. All right, more money for you.
No, I missed that.
Oh, putted through the break there.
Missed it.
Another one I saw, I don't know where it is in front of me, but he basically was saying go back to the percentages instead of hard-coded numbers for promotion and demotion marks. So you would say like a top 10%, bottom 20% would get demotion marks. That would ensure no matter how big or small the field is, people would get marks. The reason I got away from that was because I found that when you had small fields, they were still getting marks, and they just get smaller and smaller. But then you get what you had on the PGA, where we had a hard time keeping 110 people all year.
Well, the thing about percentages is, it's it's fluid, obviously, as it's designed to be, and so it's harder to know like what you have to hit while you're in the tournament. If you're looking at the leaderboard, going, all right, well, I need to, I
Yeah.
want to be top 25 or whatever. It's a moving mark, so it's a little bit different. I don't really care one way or the other. Just making that comment.
I'm not sure which one I prefer. We've used
What?
both. Oh, you gave me more money.
What? How does that not go in?
$400. I'm not going to be broke. Oh my goodness, 46 yards. This has got to be a par 5. Give it all we got. Rolling. Oh. Stop.
Interesting.
Funny that on these greens, even though they're on fast, they feel slow.
Yeah, that's why it would have been better if we had known to put them on 187s.
Like HB, literally smashing my putter, and the ball should just run forever on fast greens, and it's not. Fast greens should be 425 instead of 163. If you had a putter and you hit it as hard as you could on a green, how far could you putt it if the green went on as long as you needed it to? You should be able to hit like
I mean, I think if you
a
hit it
100
as
yard
hard as
putt,
you
wouldn't you?
could, yeah, I would think you could hit really long.
100 yards is what, like 300 feet? So we
Yeah.
should have at least 300. 300 should be the max screen speed instead of 187.
I mean, the 100-yard putt would be really, really long. It'd be almost like a swing.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we limit it if you can only bring it to the back of your knees or something. But you still would get a pretty good
I mean,
chunk of the ball.
yeah, obviously it depends. I mean, some of those
This is pretty cool.
greens we played out in Whistler were fast. Like
Yeah.
those were quick compared to when I got back and I played Monday night at my home course. I was all screwed up. I was leaving everything
It's going in
short.
the hole. What? How'd that not go in? I think I'm right on top of the hole. That's funny. Yeah, the greens were pretty quick there.
I mean, some of them were. Definitely some of them were.
I can't even see my ball marker. Is it in the hole? Oh my goodness. 6 inches.
I had a chip that was overhanging the hole in my web round today. It didn't
Oh,
go in.
did you?
It was literally half the ball was hanging over the hole. It's in the first round when it was so windy. I was like, "Come on, wind, just blow it in."
Just gotta put your shadow over. There should be a button. Stand over ball.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought you were gonna get it on the way back.
I had 3 chances at that one. 200 yards with a putter on the simulator. All right. Let's go.
What?
H-Pad.
What kind of physics is that? I hit a
That's like
sponge.
that's glue physics right there. Magnetic ball. Oh, that's
Oh,
going down the hill.
yeah. I couldn't figure out how far. Like I couldn't see, so I didn't. That was way off. What is that little squirrely? I was thinking at the end that ball went like 5 different directions there at the end.
It's just rocking.
Well, you get some money now.
Give me some more money. All right, you didn't lose by too much, or didn't win by too much.
Yeah,
Made it respectable at the end.
at the end, yeah, yeah.
All right, people. We'll
Everybody,
probably close this survey down. I was going to give everyone a full week because some are on vacation. Don't want to shut it down while people aren't able to. But we'll get official results out, and then we can have some fun dissecting stuff. I'll probably give you guys a chance to ask for certain filters if you're interested in some results.
yeah. But
Have a thread of that.
I think maybe we email it out one more time and
Yeah, give
tell
them one more
everybody we're
crack at it.
closing it down, like whatever, and then I mean I'm happy with the level of response. I think
Yep.
we've done well.
I just don't want to shut it down after 3 days and then the guys come back. Oh, I was away for the last 2 days and I don't get a chance to answer it.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So
I don't mind letting it sit for a couple more days.
yeah, maybe through the weekend. And,
Yeah, yeah, and we'll have some fun seeing what everyone's thoughts are of our tours,
yep.
everyone's tours. Anyway, so it's fun.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. It was it's good times as always. And I don't, I don't know what the plan is, but hopefully we'll be back next week. We'll see. See if we can get
Yeah.
maybe four of us next week. I don't know.
These things are getting organized later and later every time.
Yeah,
Summer's hard to track
summer
people down.
schedule is very difficult. So anyway, all
Yeah.
right. Well, very good. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in, and we will see you sometime later.
All right. See you guys.